Told him I ain't selling it for nothing less than lavish.
Come on, man.
Draco made a hit with this one.
Yeah, and Jazzy had no chill with this hun floating. I'm hoping there's no breaks in this run potent. I'm chosen, this is not a diss song, the token. Hey family, how y'all doing? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, what's up? If you're joining again, how y'all doing? Today is such a mellow day, but I wanted to come on here and really just speak something that I currently am experiencing. As you're shifting through so many things, and then you start to acquire obligations and responsibilities and also connections that are connected to these vibrations and what you need to do, or things that you feel obligated to do to participate in this matrix. Something that's so important to take into account is how you feel, because I had a moment of just tapping into my own emotion. And what was so powerful about that was that I learned through another reader where she does, not saying I'm a reader, but like another tarot reader, she gave me this insight. It had nothing to do with the cards, but it was like saying that I call back all my energy with peace, and like today I said peace and healing. And then you release all energy. So after you say that 3 times, you'll say, and I release all energy that no longer serves me with peace and healing. And mantras are just verbalizations, and things that you do are so important. The reason why I believe it's so important is because you have to keep yourself grounded no matter what you're working towards. If you're in a place of not recognizing exactly your state, you will not be able to take like full, what is the word I'm using, but like advantage for the most part, like taking advantage of that opportunity, or period, being present in that and representing that in a pure way. So with me acknowledging that I was feeling off, like feeling a little lightheaded, and it's so funny how it shifts because it's so subtle that sometimes you have to really pay attention to, is it something that you ate? Is it you being sleepy? It could be so many things, even just the heat, because I noticed it when I went outside. I was in a good state, and then when I ended up going outside, I realized that actually I don't feel as grounded or as comfortable as I would like to do. And even with that, I will continue to do things because I have, like I said, responsibilities. And even if it's just errands, even if it's just tidying up, I feel like it's something that I would do consistently. So I'm going to continue to do that even when I'm not feeling myself. But through that, I was able to see that energies are so powerful. Just an energy of you taking on somebody else's vibration or somebody else's problem and just making it your own problem, it can really slow down any positive thing in your day. Because today will be a good day for me. I plan to go and have family time, have barbecues and good food, and just pull energy, vibration, and taking in this good melanin energy and good vitamin D. But I really don't feel like my best self, if I should be honest. I feel like there's a lot of room for me to get better. But then also I acknowledge that there's a lot of shifts going on, even down to the fact that there's a literal full moon in Sagittarius. And I know I don't usually feel this way, so I do want to be open to the fact that it can be something very spiritual. And you know, with that's why I love to have moments like my cards and just having my expression, because it's something to look forward to and really actually document, like when I'm experiencing things like this. Like, obviously I smoke, so I know how it feels to be like a form of like elevation, lightheadedness, like not necessarily lightheaded like you're gonna pass out, but lightheaded, like stimulated and kind of like more in a higher vibration. Like my friend would say, living in higher definition, you're more aware and more present, and sometimes you can feel a little bit above, like you're floating vibrationally. But this one is an energy that made me feel tired. Like it's a tiredness, and obviously people could assume whatever they want to say. It could be just the fact that my period should be coming on, and just phases of those things. And those are all things to be mindful of, but just the symbolism behind that and the timing behind it, I think it's very spiritual. So little things, like I said earlier, when you call back your energy and release energy that no longer serves you, and really just take that for yourself and really mean that, that's a way of healing yourself beyond what these cards could do, beyond what medicine can do, because all of these things are just a temporary band-aid. But when you know how to really work through vibrations and things that you're going through, it's so powerful. And I really believe it's a matter of life and death and things like that. You see a lot of people, they die from a broken heart or die from stress, literally, like any health professional would tell you. I mean, maybe not health professionals, because they move different. But let's talk about like Dr. Sebi, who they said he wasn't really a doctor, but he actually did things that doctors could not do, which is cure like a lot of these uncurable treatments. People don't talk about that, so I want to be mindful. But I also want to say, when you speak about what he talking about, he said it's only one disease, and that's mucus. Where did mucus come from? The lifestyle of where mucus can continue to linger in your body, like that form of body is I mean, there's different forms of mucus and congestion and sorts, but that form usually looks like a bigger person, or usually look like a person that have a diet that is not the best. And I digress, because my diet is not the best, but it has a signature, period. That's what I want to acknowledge behind it. So he could say that is mucus is the base of it. Or like I speak to someone else who does like more metaphysical healing, like she taps into the aura field of just like your body, and just like the spiritual part that you might not see but it's very real, the aura. And connecting to that, she can say that a lot of people die from stress. Anything, even if it's a heart attack, if it's just lung incapacity or mental things. Like my grandparents, they both died from stress, in my opinion. My grandpa, he had a vessel that popped in his brain on my dad's side. And then I have on my dad's side, his mother, she died from a heart attack. Those are two different variations, but I definitely believe it was all based in stress and just what was going on, and not being able to heal from the energies that are trying to penetrate your own vibration. You allow that to, succumb. And pressures are always going to be present all through life, and I applaud them for making it as long as they did, because as 27, I'm like, man, it's a lot. But I'm so grateful, because me being able to make this video, I actually felt like I was going to take a nap like maybe 20-30 minutes ago, but growing through that and actually being able to see myself heal, and my lover making me nice grounding tea, which had hibiscus, rose, lavender. I know I'm missing one more thing, but just a herbal healing that you can have in home. I don't have to pop a pill, but I feel better. So, and I'm okay with not feeling perfect. I want to reiterate, like, being a human, especially in 2022, you're going to feel strange things. It might look like digestion. It might look like a headache. It might look like something with your breathing, and people could accumulate that to so many other sources. But the real thing is a spiritual thing, and it's a pressure of living in this time. So just remember to stay grounded. I was going to pull a card, but I really feel like that's my message. And sometimes just holding the card is more reassurance, because if I'm shuffling and I don't even feel like it's hard to shuffle, or if I forget that I'm shuffling because nothing pops out, I don't feel like I need to incorporate that. But I do want to say, y'all, man, health is wealth. And I love material wealth, that idea of it, but I do recognize that it doesn't matter to me if I don't feel good, because like literally I wasn't feeling good and I'm folding clothes, which are material, which are things that you feel like you're working so hard for. But if I feel like I'm literally not wanting to do that, it's like it shows you just what's really important. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. I don't want to be out here like, oh, I don't want nobody trying to tell me off bat before I go, like, what I need to do better about my health, because I don't care what you do. I would debate you and I would check you about how you just as imperfect as me. Every human, nobody's here to be perfect. If you think you're going to spend your whole life trying to be perfect, do that, but I'm not going to do that. The only thing that I want to do is be comfortable. I want to be happy, and I want to be able to feel fulfilled. I want to be able to feel experience. I want to be able to grow through my experience, and I want to feel like, if nothing else, that I'm not causing no harm to nobody, not even to myself. Everything that I do is healing. Everything I do is for evolution. Everything that I do is for humanity and for expression and connection. So yeah, I'll end with that. See y'all tomorrow, y'all. Peace. Make today beautiful. Peace. See y'all tomorrow.